Are you crazy enough to start a pooper scooper business, but you don't exactly know how to start it? Well, if you're interested in hearing about how I started my pooper scooper business, stay tuned. The first step is figuring out what type of business you want to start. If you're here watching my channel, I imagine that you want to start your own dog waste removal business. So ding, 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 you got your first step done. You decided you want to start. The next thing I'm going to want you to do is pick a couple different names. Don't just pick one because that name might already be taken. So I want you to pick 3 to 5. I know. You're like 3 to 5, that's a lot of names. Take your time with this. Do not rush into it. I want you to do some research on this name. I want you to look into its searchability. Does this name contain keywords that are often searchable? You don't want to pick a name that is hard to spell or hard to say. You want something that just easily rolls off your tongue and possibly something that is memorable to people. Like with mine, Kroopin's Poopin Scoopin. It's got a ring to it. And when you're doing research on this name, I want you to look and see if the domain is available for this name. If you're not sure what a domain is, it is what your website would be. So mine is poopinscoopin.com. You want to see if that's available. You also want to check to see if it's available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Google, all the places that you are going to want to be present on the internet. See if that name is available as well. Because you don't want to choose your name and then all of a sudden you're like, that Facebook name's already taken or that domain name's already taken. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it sucks if that happens because you want to lock all of that down with your name and you want to be the owner of that. Once you have figured out the names that you want, list them from 1 to 5 or 1 to 3, and then you're going to apply for your LLC. Applying for this in Michigan was pretty easy. I went to the Laura website online. It's like our Michigan state website, and I just followed the links. I applied for it. It cost me like $50. And I probably had it done in under an hour. It took me a little bit longer because I was trying to navigate the website and it was a little bit difficult to figure out where to go. But once I found it, I navigated it, I filled out all the paperwork, it was easy breezy. Now I know in other states it's more expensive and it might be more complex, but just know that you're able to do this on your own. You don't have to go through a legal Zoom or a legal company and spend hundreds or thousands of dollars to get your LLC set up. Just do your research or call up your local Chamber of Commerce if you have one of those, or your local BNI or a local business networking community. And a lot of times they really can help you navigate through the process of starting up your business. So you filed for your LLC. You got your LLC. Congratulations, you are a freaking business owner. So stoked. High five. The next thing that you need to do is you need to file for an EIN number, which is an employer identification number. It's basically, or is, the social security number for your business. You're going to want to keep all of this paperwork, your LLC, your EIN number, all of the things that come with your business, all of your important documents. You're going to want to grab a folder and you're going to want to keep all of that stuff safe and together in one place because you are going to need it throughout business and throughout the years. And you're especially going to need it when you go and open up your business bank account. Do not, I repeat, do not skip this step. You hear me? Do you hear me? Do your research on the different banks, the different credit unions. Pick a bank that's convenient. Pick a bank that has the amenities that you are looking for. And pick a bank that you can see yourself being a part of for a long time. I personally chose a credit union. And typically, to open up this bank account, they're going to want your articles of organization that comes with your LLC when you file it. They're also going to want your EIN number, which is your business social security number. They're going to do their thing. They're going to ask some questions. And then boom, you have a business bank account. Money that comes into this account and out of this account is strictly for business. I really want you to make sure that you are being strict right off the bat and not mixing the two. I know it's really hard in the beginning, but if you set up good habits in the beginning, it's going to be much easier. Tax time is going to be much cleaner for you in the long run. And one last thing I want to add to this, here in Michigan, we aren't required to have a operating agreement. Basically what an operating agreement is a document that says like how the business is going to be ran, the rules of the business, things that are very strict. Other states do require one. Michigan doesn't, so I don't really know a lot of information on that, but I did want to throw that out there that if your state requires it, then you have to do that. If you are kind of stumped on picking a business name, say you're not very creative or you're just having a creative block, I will be recording a video on tips and tricks when picking your business name. When I do record that video, I will link that above. If you were thinking about starting this business and you've been thinking on it for a while, what are you waiting for? Ask yourself, what am I waiting for? Start before you're ready. Oh, crap. Which is an employer identification. I can't pronounce this.